This podcast is brought to you.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I've done that so much.
This podcast is brought to you in part by Sunny Coogie.
What's this?
You're lying, Morgan.
No, watch this. Listen.
Oh.
Watch this.
What's this? So listen. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's fine. Watch this.
Or listen.
Hey, welcome to Coney Island Hot Dogs.
Hey, you got a Chicago dog.
This ad has nothing to do with hot dogs, but do you know what does have something to do with? Squatchella! That's right, folks. We're doing a live podcast event in Nashville, Tennessee, August 3rd. Go to squatchella.com to get your tickets now.
It's going to be a great time. We hope to see you there, baby. It's going to be a great time.
Yes, full of fun events, and we're going to be talking up on stage, and we're going to be laughing and giggling and tickling each other.
And it's the first one that's ever happened before, so you got to go.
That's right. And if you, the first 200 Ninja fans that sign up, Andy will give you a kiss on the cheek. Okay, squatchella.com. Go now.
We're doing it live.
Golly.
We're doing it live.
What was that poop scenario? Oh, would you rather 5 times? Would you rather your poop stink 5 times more, or you fart 5 times louder? Which one?
Fart 5 times louder.
That's what I said. Because I thought it'd be funny.
It would be funny.
I think I chose poops.
It's like,
You,
that would be insane though,
you.
because you fart so much. So it would be so disruptive.
Yeah, I'm going stink.
no.
Don't stink.
It's because you guys aren't farters. That's why.
That's true, but the thing is, but tell me, in this dilemma, I do fart silently.
Both of them have been on road
And so
trips.
I'm curious, if it's silent, does it double silence, which is nothing? If so, I choose that then. But are you saying, is there like a tiny decibel that the fart does make that's just not here? So it might just come out like a regular fart.
It's going to get louder. That's the only way.
True,
this
but
works.
if my farts are silent,
So then it'll be like
Alan
a normal
Thomas says
fart.
5 times 0 is what?
No, wait.
0.
The prompt is louder.
Okay, but it's not loud at all. That's the thing. It doesn't even. It's registered. We've literally gone to doctors in the Science Center in Orlando, and they've tried to register it on like an audio level.
Yeah.
They recorded. They put me in a sound chamber, and there's nothing.
Whoa.
It just sounds like when you step outside, and it's like a really eerie, cool day.
Did you see that guy on TikTok? He said, I put in to take off a couple days from work. I put in the 10th through the 13th. And he looks at the calendar. He's like, how is that 4 days? He's like, because 10 or 13 minus 10 is 3. He said, but I'm looking, the 10th through the 13th is 4 days. And he's like,
You can't comprehend it.
he's like, I can't figure this out. It was so funny.
That's great. That would have wrecked my brain. Like when I was in high school, I'd be like, I've just found out something that's going to blow the roof off of everything. Science is not ready for what I'm about to bring to the
math
table.
is wrong, guys.
That's where you like manipulate a boss. You're like, hey, I'm going to take the 10th through 13th. Is it cool if I just take 3 days? They're like, yes.
Yeah, sure. That's a perfect trick.
Cool.
But I heard something like how math is universal, or like,
It's a universal language.
yeah, like no matter like even like aliens, right? Like if they're like, we believe that there's other life out there in the planet, like they would understand at least math, and that's why they send that like that whole crop circle thing.
Yeah.
But like that blows my mind that like something just math can be a universal language. And I think when I think about it, it makes sense, but it just at face value, it does not seem legit that anyone could just understand math if they tried hard enough, for a long enough time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Math. You good?
Welcome to the Math Podcast.
Yes.
We're talking numbers today, everybody.
Are you good?
I'm a little sicky. Oh, singing. My throat hurts and I can't stop coughing and blowing my nose.
You come to the day of my podcast, and you tell me you're sick.
You tell me you're sick on the day of my podcast.
Hey,
But good thing we have first form.
Greg, hey, cheers to you, pal.
The best energy drink out there. Link in the description. Firstform.com/ninjas. Thank you, First Form, for sponsoring this podcast. Wow.
Could you imagine if I had such a vacuum seal on it? Like I didn't
Can't just,
have
like-
to tilt it back.
Oh man. Would you, my dear, like the song?
Yes, I would.
Wow, what was that?
I don't know.
Are you from Bridgerton over there?
Yes, I would.
Yes, I would like that.
Yes, I would like that.
Sire.
You're lying, Morgan.
No, you did it, Morgan. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Morgan. It's a TikTok.
It's a TikTok thing. You guys wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get
Some
it.
of you guys might.
Some of you guys might.
Comment, no, you didn't, Morgan, if you got it.
Dude, I'm excited about this one. This is my high school band, circa 2003, 2004.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Because this is all improvised.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The lyrics are for sure.
Yeah.
We didn't even have lyrics.
Yeah, I don't even have
No,
a phone.
we're just gonna wing it.
I don't even have a phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Lying in bed, fast asleep, getting all the precious rest that I need. Then all of a sudden, commotion at the door. Someone's breaking in for sure. I get up, stand on my feet. Who do you think it is that I'll meet? Bottom of the stairs, I see his face. Can't believe my eyes, my heart begins to race. 6'3", 180 pounds. A man on a mission, a man who causes frowns. I don't know what to do, I'm frozen in fear. Will this be the end? How I disappear? Who is it? It's Jason Bourne, he's kicked down my door. Jason Bourne, he's back for more. There is no escape, nowhere to hide, but I must fight back to at least say I tried. Oh my gosh, he's grabbed a pen. I know this is it, surely early is the end. Wait a second, he's writing a note. Turned it around, and this is what it wrote. I'm Jason Bourne, and I love you. Can we be friends and go to Peru? I'm tired of running all by myself, so let's leave here, leave the gun on the shelf. And then I said, yes, I will, cause you're Jason Bourne. Mend my broken heart that's ragged and torn. We'll run from the cops, then you'll see. The two of us together, it's destiny. Then a shot goes off, who was that? Jason Bourne took a shot in the back. I look over, who do I see? The boy who lives staring back at me. Oh my goodness, it's Harry Potter. A gun in his hand, he's going to slaughter. Better start the show. Episode 93, ninjas are butterflies. No time to pee. No time to pee. No time to pee. Jason Bourne, R.I.P. We love you, but now you're gone. And Jason Bourne, man who broke my heart.
What?
Whoa, that's one job.
That was the
Compliment
most
us.
disingenuous wow I've ever heard in my
Wow,
life.
that was
That was amazing. I'm just
God.
confused.
That was my high school band's music, and you gave me a wow.
We're gonna take that song. We're gonna put it right here on your fridge. Right here on the fridge.
That's it? That's all we get?
Wow! It was amazing. I'm just
Too late.
confused.
Too
The boy who lived.
Harry Potter has a gun.
Yes.
You would never use a gun.
He would never.
What in this world?
He broke his wand.
And you have a crush
wasn't
on
this
Jason
one.
Bourne?
Harry Potter.
As a friend?
Oh,
Where were you?
I thought it was romantic.
No.
Jeez.
You
gonna be
said,
friends.
Jason Bourne, I love you.
Yeah,
Hey,
as a
listen.
friend.
Hey, Josh. I love you, pal.
I
Hey,
love-
Andrew.
I love you, Andy.
Love you, dude.
Hey, Andy,
I
love
love you
you.
guys.
Hey, Lil. Could take it or leave it.
Oh gosh, we worked hard on that.
It was great.
It was written in 40 minutes,
Yeah,
which is really incredible.
Yeah.
That is incredible. You took me on a journey.
yeah, whatever. Speaking of journey, though,
Don't stop believing.
we're going to go. Yep.
Couldn't have said better, my friend, Josh. Couldn't have said better, my friend.
Oh, everyone, be quiet, because we're going on a journey of answering this question. This question is actually pretty relevant for today.
Okay.
It's relevant back then, and I think it'll be relevant for the future. And I think we need to really look inside of our hearts and our minds and think about this and answer it with full conviction and clarity of mind. Today's question, sent in by a viewer. Is child labor worth it? Is child labor worth it?
Oh, man, that is a heavy question.
It is heavy. And
Talk about topical.
yeah. And I mean, I know a lot of different people feel differently about this.
But yeah, especially all around the world.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
China, they probably feel differently about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot of
countries.
people.
Yeah, some countries in Europe.
But I know it, depending on how people feel, whatever.
Yeah.
I know that like it affects us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's important, and maybe I don't want people to take this the wrong way or whatever. Like I don't mean this in a negative light, but it's like I mean, I think it's great because of certain things that it offers us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the long run it leads to a lot of just good.
Yeah. So
Even though it hurts people, it's pretty essential.
yeah,
I think.
So I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah, Lily.
No. Child labor is not worth it. It's horrible.
Whoa.
Children
Okay,
should be
don't
children.
No, Lily. We're
don't
talking about
dig a hole right now.
the gift of life when women have to go through labor to have a child.
Child labor.
So wait,
As a mother of two, I feel like you would feel differently about this.
it's
but apparently
very
not.
I would think it's very worth it
You're
to go through labor to have a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you have a life, you make a life.
Yeah, that's why it was showing my phone because my back screen is my children. It's like that's important that
I'm
like that's
so wait, Andy, if I'm getting this right,
okay. I'll check.
Lily does not believe in life
No.
No, and she doesn't believe that children's lives are worth it.
and all these mothers that have gone through just labor to give birth to children.
They did it for nothing.
They did it for nothing.
That's what Lily's saying.
That's what I think that's what she's saying.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Wait, hey,
Sorry.
Watch it.
hey,
Nay to what you said.
Nay to what you said. So I guess Lily is against women going through labor to give birth to children.
Sickening.
Welcome to the show.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations.
As I empty your mind.
You learn martial arts! Ninjas attack!
Sickening.
what
Honestly, it
happened.
really is.
No, what happened?
Well done. Well done.
That child labor.
Did you hear that cough?
I did.
Are you guys dying or
That's
something?
it.
Quit coming in here and coughing.
A cough drop.
A cough drop for me.
For me.
Okay. I have something to say to you guys.
Okay.
What?
Apes together.
Don't.
Strong.
What a hypocrite.
For Caesar! Okay. All right. Yeah, let's get the hypocrisy out of the way.
Yeah.
Listen. News update, everybody. Lily enjoys Planet of the Apes.
It was great.
Guess
You're a
what?
hypocrite.
Wait, you've never seen them before?
I had seen them just
Okay.
in a different season of
No,
life.
she's seen one of them before, and it was the
No.
War of the Planet of the Apes.
I saw
Oh, you can't skip
Rise
the
and I
first
saw
one.
War before.
Okay. Well, either way,
You're talking smack on it. Tell us why you were talking smack.
Here's the thing.
This is the lesson learned.
It's justified. There's nothing scarier to me than an ape attack.
You weren't talking about it because you're like, oh, I don't want to go see that, guys, because it's really scary. You literally said,
It's
you're
also
like,
dumb.
It's dumb. Exactly.
It's dumb.
but it's not.
But it's not dumb. But it's not dumb. It was really, I really am enjoying the franchise. And Josh and
a
I
great time.
just make monkey sounds at each other
Yeah.
all day.
When he goes, no. Dude, it's so scary. It's so legitimately scary.
I agree.
Not kill ape.
Get your dirty, filthy ape paws off me.
Why do
Koba, not ape.
Kobo was scary?
Koba was scary.
Are you going to go see the new one?
Yeah.
You got to
good.
go. It's
It's
so
good.
good. Yeah, definitely
So
go see
good.
it again.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say though, why do I want the human race to die off?
Because they're ruining things. They're ruining it.
For the apes.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. But they only show the bad. Like, they don't really show a lot of good people.
Well, that's kind of funny. That's what we were talking about last night. It's like they did such a good job of making you feel empathy for the apes, and you're like, man, I really hope they win. I really hope they defeat the humans.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait a second, I'm a human.
Yeah. Every time that's me. Every time I watch Breaking Bad, I'm like, why am I rooting for this dad who's now a meth dealer and he's killing people and he's like lying to everybody? I'm like, why am I rooting for like these writers and the directors are like, it's so crazy how you could just like get like Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
It's like, why is this guy likable? This guy's a murderer.
Anyways, Planet of the Apes is bomb. I love it. The bomb.
So good.
The bomb.
It's just the perfect shut your brain off, have a fun time movie.
But it's just amazing the graphics, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
so
also
good.
sad.
even
Crazy.
from 2011.
Dude, imagine dropping that in a time capsule like 50 years ago. And
Yeah.
people just like opening it. And just like, oh, what is this? People would be so scared.
So dope. It gets me so hyped.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite?
Caesar.
I like Maurice,
Dude,
Oh, yeah. Maurice is good.
but he's very scary.
I watched one of them with someone who's descended from King, I think Kamehameha. I might have that wrong, but literally Hawaiian royalty. And we finished the movie in the theaters, and he had like a workout pump post movie. He was like, Caesar's an alpha. He's like, that's what an alpha looks like right there. It just was going on about.
Who do you think has the best ape walk? I think I do.
We'll have to try it. Honestly, after this, that'll be our outro.
Okay.
Just us in the parking lot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. But speaking of apes, you guys hear about those whales that were beached? Like, there's like a pod of whales, and they were like frantically swimming, and they were trying to go up onto the beach, and all the people that were witnessing it said that they're literally, the whales were screaming.
What were they running from?
What?
What were they scared of?
I don't know, but the lady, she was shook, and she's like, I have not been able to sleep. She said because they were screaming.
Oh, man. I hate that. Hate the sound of that.
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying. Megalodon?
Maybe?
Aliens? Who knows?
Or
That's
is it
weird.
that pulse thing
True.
coming through the ocean?
The blob.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's the case with all the sawfish stuff, too.
Yeah.
Weird.
I
going
saw
on with
I saw a
sawfish?
thing they were talking about beach. I think it was dolphins, but sometimes if something like, I don't know if it's parasitical or like some sort of sickness where, you know how they have like, we always breed in these waters, they have those things like wired in. Sometimes that can get screwed up and they think they have to get to someplace else. At least that's one of the explanations they've come up with.
But they said that these whales were acting like terrified. Like they were trying to escape.
Yeah. That's
and
the
just
only way.
Screaming. Whale screams.
Yeah.
What does it sound like to your best whale scream?
Oh, what was a whale?
That was good. Did you see your mouth though?
Yeah, that was good.
Thanks. Yeah, that was good.
There's also the shot of these guys in a helicopter, and there was thousands of sharks frantically swimming through the ocean, like all
like erratically, just like all over the place.
He's like, "What in the world?" He's like, "I've never seen this before."
Where was this at?
Ocean.
You didn't know. We don't know where. I was like, surely he said it, but I don't want to be an idiot and ask again. But
what, the whales or the sharks?
Yeah, the whales.
Ocean.
Beach.
Andy, it's ocean.
Just ocean.
Just ocean.
Not lake. But yeah, I thought that was crazy.
I wonder what's going on with that. It makes no sense.
What's up with that? What's up with that? Whale screaming in the ocean. What's up with that?
What's your theory?
You seem a little quiet.
I'm under caffeinated.
Well, drink. Drink.
Okay. Okay.
She just reaches off camera for something. Oh.
Thank you, Andrew.
So?
Caffeination.
Caffeination,
dude.
Caffeine.
Caffeination.
Don't worry me. I'm just caffeine, dude.
Well, I haven't had this flavor yet. Ooh, refreshing.
Wow. No, I'm not gonna lie. While we were singing, I got like sharp pains, literally because
because your tooth.
every time I open my mouth wide, that it just like seared.
Which tooth is it?
It's like right in the middle, right up here. like on the side.
Explain what's up with your tooth.
I have no idea. It's just hurting a lot, and I've never had a cavity in my life, and now I think time's here.
I think it's
Time
more
has
than
come.
a cavity.
Hopefully it's like a
if
cracked
it's
tooth.
throbbing.
Yeah, hopefully it's worse than.
Yeah, hopefully it's something
with-
terrible, much worse than a cavity.
Cavity
Takes
just
a long time to fix.
I've had a cavity that ate through the tooth to the nerve, and so like
Ate tooth to the nerve.
Ate from the dude to the nerve. Cavity gonna get ya.
Started from the bottom, now we hit the tooth to the nerve.
6 cavities my first dentist appointment as like a freaking child.
Dude, it's crazy that I haven't got a cavity.
I haven't
Knock on
either.
wood,
It's
knock on
like
wood.
I brush my teeth every single day, twice, but I drink crazy dumb sugar stuff,
Yeah.
and I always have. That's why I'm gonna have like the world's largest kidney stone when I'm 45. I'm gonna break that record.
Speaking of breaking records,
And kidney stones,
do you hear what North Korea did?
Uh-oh.
what they do? What are they up to?
This is the weirdest thing ever.
Kim, tell us.
They sent hundreds of these giant balloons with bags of trash and poop
What?
into South Korea.
What a prank.
Look up the North Korean poop balloons.
Maybe they have a disease and they're trying to. It's
Yeah,
like,
well, South Korea is like,
Oh, no.
everyone stay inside.
yeah, it's like biochemical warfare.
But
poop and garbage.
yeah, they've
I mean,
just hundreds and hundreds of
That's crazy.
balloons with literal bags of poop.
I'm sorry, but that's funny.
It's funny.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, see that?
Dude, that just, I mean, imagine like thinking what it is, and it's never in your mind, oh, it's poop and
They're
garbage.
like, oh my gosh, it's,
Of all the things that they're thinking,
it's a bomb.
it's a bomb. It's food. I don't know.
They get like
a
the,
gift.
the bomb squad out there. Is that what they're called?
Bomb squad, yeah.
Yeah. They go out there with their suits and they cut open and it's just like,
Oh my gosh.
what is it? It's poop
It's poop.
We got a bag of dookie over here.
and candy wrappers. What the heck?
This is what they're meaning about. As a government group, they're sitting around a table and they're going, how can we really get back?
How can we?
At a cost effective level.
Yeah.
We have trash.
How many
We have
missiles?
a lot
How
of
many
poop.
missiles do we have? Not a lot. What do we have? Trash and balloons. Poop.
That'll do it.
Okay.
We have a ton of poop, sir.
Attack.
Weird. It might be It might be them have a disease or something.
Maybe we got to look into it more. See if there's any meaning to it.
Anyone has access to that poop, send us a sample.
That's called North Korea artillery. I was trying to do artillery, but a turd. Artillery.
Nice.
Use artillery.
Speaking of artillery, though, literally
Yeah.
a silent weapon.
What do you mean?
Silent weapons, Lil, Andrew, Andy.
That sounds like my farts.
I came across this video 2 days ago. It was a committee hearing for Homeland Security, and their subject matter was what they called silent weapons. And we've talked about it before, the Havana syndrome.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Do you remember us talking about that?
No.
The people in it
Cuba.
happened in it was in Cuba, but it was like 2013 or 14, I believe. The U.S. Embassy in Cuba, they're experiencing what they now call AHI, which is anomalous health incident, to where every single person that was affected by this described it the exact same way, to where they're just sitting in their office and they said all of a sudden there's a sharp pain, typically in their right ear. They said it felt, the only thing, people describe it differently. One dude said it's like taking a pencil and jabbing it into your ear. Another lady said it felt like a drill was in her ear, but it happens, this terrible pain. And then forever, like it doesn't go away. They have like neurological damage to where they like have, it's basically like amnesia or in like Alzheimer's, and basically a lifelong
Neurological issue.
yeah, but they said it's like having a concussion, like always.
Oh my gosh.
And they're like, what the heck could this be? And so that started this investigation. That's what Homeland Security were meeting about. They were meeting with these 3 guys, one of which is a used to work in the CIA or used to work in the Pentagon. The other guy is an investigative journalist, and the other guy is a lawyer. And so they're getting asked all these questions about this AHI and these silent weapons. And basically, what the investigative journalist came to, or he said, we're still investigating, but he's been investigating since 2013. And what it comes down to is it's basically, he's saying it's like a 99% sure thing that Russia has developed a weapon of taking microwaves and converting them into acoustic waves that can cause damage and or death.
Was it killing people?
They says it has the potential to kill someone.
If you like take it up a notch?
Yeah. And so, and they're meeting about it because there's actually been agents within the CIA, FBI, and a couple other divisions that have been targeted and had this whole thing happen to them within the states as well. Like, so Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania, I think maybe one in Colorado or Kentucky, and then agents across seas too, like in different countries. And they're just like, what do we do?
What do you do with that?
But what's weird.
Yeah, how do you control that?
Yeah, that's what it's like, what do you do? But what they're meeting about is it's super weird, but the CIA is leading the investigation on this, but they're not sharing any of the stuff that they're finding with the other sister intelligence agencies. So they're like keeping it under wraps.
Gatekeeping.
And they even came out and said that there's no such thing as a weapon that could do this.
Okay, chill out.
But then this investigative journalist went and dug deep and literally found proof, and like had Putin even said, we've developed this acoustic weaponry.
I'm convinced that I could create something in my backyard with a microwave that would cause detriment to people. Now, I'd probably hurt myself too, but if you could literally just take the shield off a microwave and fry something, like, why is it such a hard thing to believe that we could create something and actually like triangulate a position of damage?
Yeah. The 60 Minutes actually did a story on the Havana syndrome, I think 2 months ago, and they interviewed people that had been affected by it. And they interviewed this one lady who was a nurse, but she was married to an agent, and they're living in Georgia, the country at the time.
Cool.
And
Georgia's a country?
Mm-hmm. Georgia.
Peaches.
The country.
Oh, I forgot that's what Ray said.
It's in Europe, I think. In Europe, I think.
We just do Ray Charles learning geography.
But she said there was one day she was doing the laundry in her home, and she had gone outside for something. She noticed this car and this man, and she said she just got a weird feeling from just looking at him or whatever. Come inside, and she was doing the laundry. Same thing. Right ear.
Oh.
Pain. Enough pain to where it made her pass out. And she had a baby, and her husband were home too. They were also affected.
Oh.
But she got the worst of it. And long story short, with her, she had to have 2 surgeries because it was enough of an acoustic penetration that it put holes in her eardrum.
No way.
And so it causes basically lifelong vertigo at that point. She's like, I can't. She's like, it's very hard for me to walk, and I constantly have vertigo.
Dude.
And
that'll just ruin somebody.
Yeah.
Like that just eliminate, like you're not having to kill people. You're just eliminating them as a threat altogether because they're not even able to like function.
I got to find this one thing. But the investigative journalist, he basically got with the Georgian, I don't know how you say it, the government of Georgia.
Yeah.
And they just so happened to find a phone call that went out the same day that this family was affected. And it was a dude that was speaking Russian. And the one thing that they got audio wise was, is it on if the lights are turning green? And then he said, how far do I turn it up? And then they found the kid, or it was a kid. He was like 20-something years old. They found him, and it just so happens that his father is the head of a intelligence agency within Russia called Unit 29155. And so it's like supposedly these guys in this unit are like, they're trained to kill people.
Yeah.
Like they've been caught poisoning different leaders within Europe.
Oh my gosh.
Just they're
assassins.
They're trained
Yeah.
assassins.
Jeez.
They're
And
the
so-
Russian Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
What's a Russian Jason Bourne name?
Vason.
Vason Vaughn. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it's
Jason Bourne
Jason
was-
Bourne.
Oh my gosh, it's Vason Vaughn.
You don't know what you're dealing with.
But yeah, so they don't know what the Homeland Security Committee. They're just like, what? They're like, what do we do?
What do you
Yeah.
do? Like you can't like
And
put up
they're
a shield.
These three guys are just basically like, or yeah, one of the questions was, well, how do we? Is there anything to counteract this to where it can't affect? And he's like, not that we know of. The only thing that we can do to protect ourselves is bring this to light, so it gets exposed and hopefully gets into like the whole Geneva Conventions
Yeah.
where they ban this kind of weaponry, because it's nowhere like has not even been like fathomed that you could use this type of technology as a weapon. And so
Yeah, but that would
Yeah.
take forever. That would literally ruin so many people's lives before it ever like
Yeah.
got to like a floor where like, oh yeah, we should we should ban this stuff. You know, like
Yeah.
we should get rid of it.
I have a question though. So when you go get an X-ray, you can put on a lead vest, supposedly, and it protects you from the X-ray.
I guess.
So maybe they just do that
So
as
we
a
should-
placebo effect.
Start eating lead.
That's why they banned lead paint.
Oh, it was protecting us, the lead paint.
That's a theory.
Really?
That is a theory.
Guys, it poisons you.
Please
People.
start eating lead, guys. Please.
No, the theory is that they banned lead paint because now they can like literally see inside of our homes.
It poisons you.
Does it?
Yes.
Prove it.
Prove it.
You don't really feel that way, do you?
I don't know. Though.
the chuckle and then let down like, wait a minute, that's the father of my children. You don't actually feel that way, do you? Because that'd be insane. That would be insane
if
for
he
you to
starts
think that way.
repainting the rooms, you might want to take a sample.
Oh
somewhere.
no. Oh no.
One of the guys on the committee asked the guy that worked for the Pentagon. He says, "What will this do to you if you're affected by this?" He said, "Basically, it's designed to basically penetrate your brain and make you feel like you're going crazy,
Oh my god.
and eventually leading to your potential death."
That's what's happening to me right now.
Dude, so while you're talking about it, I started doing a little research. Wall Street Journal posted something about microwave weapons, and their like headline was they do exist, but they were like it does everything you described. It causes pain in the head. It can cause like neurological damage, literally hearing voices or ringing or sharp sounds in your ears. It can cause all those things, but they're like there's no evidence that's what happened in Havana. It's like, well, you just literally described the exact symptoms, and now you're trying to say,
Yeah.
because you have to acknowledge it, because there's
Well,
enough people.
the CIA came out and said, "No, that's not what it."
Of course.
But
but
then the Pentagon,
Yeah,
they requested $36 million to investigate that specific issue.
and that's what
Yeah.
he was in charge of.
$36 million is kind of validating, in
Yeah.
my opinion, that it exists.
Yeah, I think they have over 200 people that have been affected by this already. And 60 of them, the investigative journalist said, 60 of them are without a doubt, there's no previous psychological issues or underlying health issues. It is solely caused from this silent weapon.
Wow.
Yeah.
No thanks.
But my theory is the CIA is not letting Homeland Security or FBI or any of the sister agencies investigate it because the CIA is probably using it too.
Right.
And the investigative journalist said he talked to a retired Russian intelligence agency or agent or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, the Russian agent said, "Oh yeah, we've been developing that since the 80s
Yeah.
because we thought you guys already had it."
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we probably did.
I'm of that opinion. I
tell ya.
I imagine this little secret group of whatever, like, individuals at the top of America that are just like doing this with each other.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Don't put a dog whistle on.
Yeah.
They're doing this, and they're just watching these other governments all throughout the world slowly come up and develop something we developed like decades ago.
Yeah.
And they're like, we got to put an end to that. They're just like literally maniacally pulling the strings of the world. Horrible.
Yeah.
We see you. It's probably not true.
We want their heads.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
Platter?
Only we can have microwaves.
Yeah. Only we can have weapons that can destroy humanity.
Yeah, only we can eat lead.
Guys, just trust us. Yeah.
I'm just eating pencils.
Anyways, what are you going to do about that?
What are you gonna do about that? What are you gonna do about that?
pencils?
We're gonna burn in a fire. The world is ending. What are you gonna do about that?
I
Hey,
don't think they're still lead. I think there's something else.
Yeah,
they're graphite. Yeah, I know. Everyone's become it's not actually lead. I know it's graphite.
I know it's graphite.
That's the joke. Is
Um,
that there? It sounds lead. Pencils lead.
I've never actually like thought about that.
Yeah, I think they
Call it
used to be
lead.
made out of lead, but I
They
think
used
there's
to.
graphite now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
no, they used to be made out of
Think of it. Think of it.
they used to be made out of a ad that we have right now, so don't go anywhere.
And then I said, "That's not a toaster. That's my wife." Oh, hey everybody.
Oh, hi.
Hey guys, we just want to tell you about SundayCool.com because you can go and order customizable merch for you, your group, your business, your church, even your summer camp if you want to.
Hats, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, whatever you want to be customized with your logo or with a piece of custom art that we can make in-house.
No way, because I did hear that. We actually have like a ton of artists here that make custom art for you, or if you have an idea maybe, and we have like you saw something, you like want to put them all together.
Yeah.
We have a team of artists that can do that for you, and it's super quick. And after you approve the art, guess what? 72 hours later, your shirts are on their way to you.
That's right, SundayCool.com. I'm just having such a good time.
God, are you really? Because
I really am.
I was feeling it, and I was like, I had like a
are we
really good
gonna-
time. I don't
yeah.
want to, but I don't want to vocalize it to make it like weirder, right? Because I feel like everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, what?
Lily, are you,
I'm really not having a good time.
that's unfortunate because we're having a good time.
I'm having a bad time.
Way to kill the mood.
Can you tell us why? Did something happen this morning?
It's a secret.
Okay.
She just found out about 9/11.
Wait till you find out who did it.
It was President.
Don't go anywhere.
It's like Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah. Speaking of Pee Wee Herman, I
Have to pee.
I put on Pee Wee Herman the Pee Wee's Playhouse
Yeah.
for Ada and Jane 2 days ago because I used to love it as a kid,
R.I.P.
and it was terrifying. I was watching, I'm like, this is kind of scary.
So scary.
Like the
dude.
genie in the box. Do you remember that?
No.
You look up Pee Wee genie in box. It's just a dude's head that's painted blue, and he's just like in a box. He's like, "You have one wish," and you're just like, "Oh my gosh, this is
Nightmare.
so scary."
You go back and look at all those movies, dude. Like, did you ever see the Brave Little Toaster?
Yeah.
Dude, Brave Little Toaster
look
is
at-
so. Oh yeah, I remember that.
See that?
Funny. That is terrifying. Why would
No.
you do that?
Yeah. But did you? It was on that Pee Wee episode, Morpheus from the Matrix.
Yeah.
He was on
Morbius.
it. Morbius, and he was a cowboy, and like the whole thing was like he came in. And he's like, I got a date, Pee Wee, but man, my boots are looking ragged and torn. And Pee Wee's like,
Well, you can take my wish.
he's like, you mean it, Pee Wee? He's like, Janie, I wish for a new pair of boots. And that was like the episode.
That was like after Matrix, though, probably, right?
No, this is before.
Way
Yeah.
before. So it was
Like
probably
just-
just a small time after.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyways, that was pretty fun, right?
I had a good time.
Yeah.
I had a great time, actually. Smile on my face the whole time.
I had a good time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh,
We know that.
Yeah, we're fully aware that you did not have a great time
Yeah.
during the ad, Lily. Golly.
Oh man. But whoa, wait, what is that?
Question corner, Lily.
When the questions are fresh on her mind.
Okay. A witch turns you into an inanimate object. And the only way to be turned back into yourself is to be touched 100 times by a human. What inanimate object do you choose?
That's such a good question.
The bathroom doorknob.
Steering wheel.
I want to gonna do like a Plymouth Rock or something. Like, I want to earn it, you know.
I want to be the Mona Lisa painting. No one touches that. Like touch it like once a year.
I know. Oh man, what would be like? Because that would be the quickest thing, like a bathroom door.
Yeah. Or
like
a cell phone.
A mouse click. Yeah, like a mouse.
No one uses mice anymore.
Mice? Yes, they mouse.
Mouses.
Yeah, they do. I do.
What's the funniest one though?
I want to be the
I
sword.
like the Plymouth Rock. That was funny.
I do like
The sword
sheets
at
of
Magic
toilet
Kingdom.
paper.
Oh, they get to pull out the stone.
Yes.
I would do like a 1983 like Chevy Silverado. Like you'd have to. It has to be the year.
What part of the truck?
Just any part of it.
I would do the
The rear view mirror. They have to adjust it. I'll be the rear view mirror in some little 1893 Chevy Silverado.
I'll do the Ark of the Covenant.
Switch around.
Yeah.
We'll miss you.
The Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
You know, then where would it be? Would it be hilarious? Where like you just immediately wake up because someone has it and they're like, some millionaire has it, some celebrity or something who gets touched all the time.
I'm pretty convinced that it's in Ethiopia.
It's just in P. Diddy's mansion. What is it doing here?
P. Diddy.
No, it's in Ethiopia.
It probably is. I mean, that's the last known location.
If you're toilet paper, you're going to wake up with poop all over you.
That's true. You would be the.
Ew, yeah.
Oh no! You just wake up in a sewer. Ah!
Yo, Andrew, give us a beat. yeah. Andrew's got a real
poop bombs from North Korea. Yo, Andrew is toilet paper in the poop bomb. Here we go. Right now.
Nice.
Okay, this is not a reel. This is a question followed by some information, but it starts.
Everyone reach for their phone.
Are tacos sandwiches? We've had this debate before.
No, tacos are not sandwiches.
I know that they were someone like government. Yeah.
What? Someone in the government had an opinion on this?
Go.
Okay, yeah. So an Indiana judge ruled that tacos and burritos are the same thing. Basically what had happened is there's like a restaurateur and he was developing his portfolio in this area. And in a strip mall, there was an agreement with the lease that only sandwich shops could be opened. And he opened a taco restaurant. And the landlord tried to shut him down, saying the agreement was you can only do sandwiches. So he went to court. And his argument was that burritos and tacos are, in fact, Mexican sandwiches. And he won the case.
Heck
so
yeah.
There's precedent.
Well, there's Mexican sandwich and regular sandwich. Like you're talking different cultures now. You can't.
You can't
It's
say
simple. It's taco a sandwich.
There's
regular
precedent.
sandwich. Don't say regular sandwich.
Hey, we're in America. We eat regular sandwiches, okay?
There's American precedent that tacos are, in fact, sandwiches.
Shouldn't we
Sushi is
ask?
Japanese sandwiches.
If I pick up a Mexican taco in my hand, that's an American taco
What's a-
now, okay? Because it's in the hands of an American.
Nice.
No, I don't know. I mean, that's like the hot dog is a sandwich. No, taco's a taco.
I just thought it's funny if you ever
I agree.
hear somebody asking that question to know that there's legal precedent. So you can be right.
It's true. Can you hand me a tissue?
I have paper towel.
That.
I have paper towel.
I have purse.
I have purse. Dude,
No,
they're so funny.
the reel I had
They're
just
so funny.
Connor, what's her name? Brooke. Golly, dude, they are one of the funniest people out there.
I agree.
They're the funniest around.
No one's ever gonna bring them down because they're Connor and Brooke having a good time talking on the pod.
Speaking of funniest around,
tell me.
Talk to me.
you guys ever heard of this man called Kenny Veach?
Kenny Veach. Kenny Veach? No.
Kenny Veach.
Kenny Veach.
He had a YouTube channel where he would go hiking and exploring all throughout Nevada and California. And this dude was very skilled. Like he wouldn't even bring like a GPS. Like he would just go explore the deserts and like went into thousands and thousands of caves and was like just this really skilled dude. Would like play with like rattlesnakes. Like, I mean, he was just
Crazy.
like outdoors dude. He was hiking in the desert in New Mexico
Nevada?
Where's Area 51?
That's Nevada.
Nevada. Okay. So he was hiking in Nevada in the desert near Area 51 and he found this cave and he said it was shaped perfectly like a capital M. And he's like, this is wild. And he started walking close to it and he said his whole body felt like it was vibrating. and he went to the entrance. And he said the vibration in his body was so intense that it scared him, and he ran away. And then he talked about it on his YouTube, and everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta go back. You gotta go back and see what it was.
Yeah.
Like, go explore it and stuff." And then there's one comment that said, "Do not go back there. If you find that cave entrance, do not go in. You won't get out."
Oh,
But he ignored it.
Oh no.
And
Veach.
he was like, "I'm gonna go explore that cave." And so he said, bye to his girlfriend. He's like, "I'll be back tomorrow. Gonna camp out there." Never came back. And they don't know where he is.
He's just dropped off the face of the earth.
Yep.
No one knows like the YouTube channel's untouched.
Yeah, he's gone. They don't know where he is. They don't know his location.
Bro.
They found his car that was like a couple miles from the cave, but they have not been able to find him.
how is this not news? Is this news?
This happened in 2014.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like 2 years ago.
M4.
Yeah. But
Magnet.
people theorize that
Magnet.
people theorize that it was an entrance to Area 51, and that he went in there and obviously saw stuff and was not allowed to leave.
I wonder how close this is to the people from Mel's Hole. The guy, they had the second hole outside
the
Las
hole.
Vegas.
Yeah,
And for
yeah.
Mel.
That's all very near.
And for Mel.
Oh my goodness. That could be it.
Oh, M.
M. Oh, M. Oh, M. Dude, I hate that stuff. It kind of reminds me of the M. Night Shyamalan movie. When they go
Yeah.
into the cave and they
Oh,
start like
dude,
literally
I hate
shaking,
that
the ear
movie.
piercing, the ears ringing, and then they pass out and they wake up outside.
I hate that movie.
I couldn't figure out whether I liked it or loved it. You know, like, or was it okay, or did was it really good? I feel like it was average. I like the
Yeah.
concept of it, but then I feel like they just dropped the ball.
So scary.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a good twist because I couldn't really piece together what was going to be the root of it. And it
Yeah.
was not even in my sphere of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate
But
that movie.
that's super strange. I don't like there's something weird in Nevada.
Yes.
51, the Lovelock Cave, the hole, the cave that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just weird supernatural stuff that happens there. I wonder
Yeah,
what
I
it
would
is.
say like a lot of states out west have a
Yeah.
lot of weird juju around it.
It'd be cool to talk to the Native Americans and look at their lore in the region where the U.S. military set up different, encampments. Like if they have like geographical stories based on those areas.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Lizard City where
Yeah.
that was built on or it's underneath a fort that was
Military
used for
fort.
military purposes and stuff,
I mean, it makes sense from everyone just migrating up.
Yeah.
All the stuff that happened probably in South America.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez, man.
Speaking of caves, you guys want to hear about some giants in Utah?
Dude,
Yes.
let's go.
Utah.
Mormon giants, baby.
Mormon giants. This story's crazy.
Their only kryptonite is caffeine.
First form.
Nice. Okay, this took place in 1955.
1955.
There was a man who went by the name Earl John Brewer, but he just really went by John.
Okay. Sound like they just gave up on the last name. Grr.
But he was told this story when he was a teenager by this man named George Keller. He was an elderly man, and Keller said that there was this cave that was in Utah, and that it basically held different artifacts from an ancient, technologically advanced civilization. And he said that there's, in fact, giants in this cave. And George Keller was told that by a local Native American whose name was Lone Eagle. The natives called this cave the Cave of the Great Spirit. And so he told John Brewer, he didn't tell him the exact location, but he said, John Brewer, like, it first happened to where John Brewer went to George Keller and he was looking for arrowheads to just collect and stuff. And George Keller's like, there's a lot of arrowheads and many more artifacts over at this place. And he said, just dig around. And he said, okay. And so he goes out and he's digging around. and then finds this tiny little entrance like to a cave. He goes down into it, and when he said it was constructed to where it's like you slide down, but then at the bottom of where you came in, there was just this hole that dropped, and he says, I don't know how far down it went, but it was basically like a booby trap kind of thing.
Yeah.
Walked around it, and then discovered just the craziest of things. He found all these ancient copper tablets that had weird inscriptions on them, and I'll show you the picture. This is some of the tablets that he found.
That's just chilling in this cave.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
It's also weird that it's copper. Like, that's not a typical thing.
yeah. And then
Some rednecks are out there like, what?
But yeah, it says that there's inscribed with numerous indecipherable writings, strange symbols and letters consisting of many lines, and then there's like a couple of like scorpions depicted on it and stuff, and like serpents and dragons and like crazy stuff. And then he left and decided to come back with his son to show his son, and so his son could like make drawings of it and stuff.
Yeah.
So they went back down, and then they found 2 giant, what do you call them? Basically coffins, like stone coffins. And they were able to move the lids from these coffins. And what they discovered was 2 giants that were buried in these coffins.
Dude.
It says there was a male and a female. So the male was around 9 feet 2 inches. And the woman was about 8 feet 10 inches.
Oh my gosh.
And it said that the male had long red hair and a long red beard.
No way.
And the woman had long blonde hair, and they were just ordained with gold and symbols. And the woman they said was wearing this like elaborate crown on her head. And these are the drawings that the son did. So that's the male.
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
That's so scary.
That's the female. See that?
Wow.
Who were they?
But people just started like, okay, John Brewer, you're full of crap. Like, tell us where this is. He's like, I won't, because a couple of years before that was the Lovelock Cave incident, right? Mm-hmm. And that's where the Smithsonian came in.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the bones disappeared.
Yeah, it's gone.
And so he's like, I don't want the Smithsonian anywhere around this. It needs to be kept secret.
Yeah.
In fact, he came out there one time. This is a story that he made a friend, and that he was able to tell this guy where the cave was because he was about to die. But he told this man, one day I was walking to the cave, and all of a sudden there's 3 men standing, very tall men, long blonde hair, and he said, they said, basically, you cannot show anyone where this cave entrance is unless, they said, like, unless they're validated or something. And they said, we want to show you our city. And so they brought John Brewer to this underground city.
Shut up.
And John Brewer said it was the most technologically advanced civilization that he's ever seen.
What are you talking
And he says they were able to speak telepathically as well and control things with their mind. And he said they would use these certain type of crystals that would produce electricity. And he said it was insane. And then they brought him out of the city, and he said then they just walked and it disappeared. And then the entrance to their city disappeared too. He's like, it just like went invisible. And so John Brewer's like, there's some crazy stuff that is happening in this region.
Yeah.
And people are like, yo, you're full of crap.
Yeah.
And
That sounds like, what's the name of that? Is it Shambala?
yeah.
That the secret city?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, and
something like that maybe.
but if we talk about the city of the lizard people,
Yeah.
and like you see on this, like on the man, the giant, you see those like lizard snake
Yeah.
things at the bottom.
Yeah.
There's something weird with that. But I think those, if I'm remembering it right, those people that brought John Brewer into their underground city said that these race of giants were their enemies at one point. And so there was like this battleground.
So what do we think of these people were? These blondes?
I don't know.
Possible angels?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
But
Jeez.
Why would they show him their spot?
yeah, people said, John Brewer's full of crap.
To maybe truly protect what, like, they're like, listen, we're going to show you what we're doing. This is why we need you to protect and not show anyone this cave entrance. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to show you we're legit.
Yeah.
Weird. And maybe that's where they create crafts and stuff. We're talking about it like an actual physical factory, like what Nate says.
Yeah. They're
I mean,
they're
what if
building
that's-
their stuff there.
What if that's where it's at? That
Yeah.
hidden city. Dude, can I make a quick, tell a quick story real quick?
Yeah.
Just happened last week and it really kind of scared me. So we have our neighbor, she's great. She's an older lady. Her name's, I'm not going to share her name actually. But we're out of town for like a day and a half. And we're just like, we just need someone to dog sit. And so sometimes she'll come over and just take care of her dogs, whatever. But we bring her in and she just is not very technological. She's flip phone, everything like that. So we're telling her like, hey, if you want to come over, and she's like, yeah, I might just watch TV or something. I'm like, yeah, and if you want music, we have an Alexa over here too. And she's like, oh, I've never seen one of those. And I was like, yeah. So like, it's like if you like, hey, Alexa, play 80s rock music, whatever, and like it starts playing, and it's playing like at like volume 5, and we're talking about the dogs and stuff like that, and she just cuts me off and Kelsey off and just goes back to the Alexa like, oh, I want to play this other song. She goes, Alexa, play Shambala, and I'm like, what? Oh, see, can you unplug that or maybe I don't know. Alexa, stop. But then, dude, it scared me because I was
It's
like,
good. It's good though.
I've never heard that phrase in my life. And then suddenly she just like interrupts it, never using an thing before.
Was it a song?
Yeah. And so I looked up the song later, and guess what? It's literally about the city. And it's literally about having this peace and like this like just fully accepting this like idea of Shambhala and living in harmony with all these people. I'm like,
Andy.
and I'm like, I know that's like, as soon as she walked out, I was like, cut the music.
That's
please.
so weird. Why did she want to show you that song?
That specific song. That's why I mentioned it. I was like, that is kind of scary to me.
Andy, you know the scripture that's like, it's like, be careful what you do because you could be entertaining angels unawares.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if your neighbor's an angel?
Could be.
Or fallen angel.
I feel like I have to apologize to this angel because we're usually the noisy neighbors that have the rowdy dogs.
You should make her some salsa.
I should make peace with anybody who knows about Shambhala.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it just like it was super random,
that's
super creepy because I was like
super weird.
Because it's like a song from the 60s. And it's like from a band that I've never heard. I'm like, weird.
Yeah, Three
Super
Dog
strange.
Night.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Super strange.
Wash away my troubles, wash away my pain with the rain and Shambhala. Wash away my sorrow, wash away my shame with the rain.
It was the most random thing. And I'm like, I would have never known that word if we had not talked about it. But then you mentioned this, and so that's what reminded me.
Why does she want to show you that song?
I don't know. And she interrupted the song. We were already like, she's like, oh, I want to show you this song too. It's like, we were not talking about music. We were just showing like, hey, the TV's here, music's there.
Andy, you got to keep a close eye on that.
I got it.
Her backyard has a portal in it.
Probably. Diving right in.
In the trailer park.
Hey,
Trailer park
baby.
portal.
Jurassic Park.
Oh. But yeah, this
That's crazy, dude.
yeah.
Like and so what happened after that? Is there any update?
No. Well, so people were like basically like, you're full of crap, John Brewer.
Yeah.
And because he kept all of his findings in a journal that no one's ever seen. And the one piece of evidence besides those copper plates, but people was like, oh, well, you made those copper plates to do this whole story. But he said when he found these copper plates, they were wrapped in like a bark material, like tree bark. And like, so it was bark and mud and all that stuff. So it took him a while to carefully get it off to where you could get these copper tablets. But he brought the bark to these copper tablets to a guy who's a professor of physics at BYU named Stephen Jones. And Stephen Jones radiocarbon dated this bark. And he's like, this is his quote. He said, with a radiocarbon age of 5 BC to 390 BC, the Brewer bark sample is thus scientifically demonstrated to be very old. The bark used to cover the stone box in question is indeed ancient. So he's like, if he's lying about it, he found
some old bark.
Some old bark that dates back to potentially 390 BC.
That's so crazy.
What does he have to gain? Like, why would he lie? Like,
well, and yeah, I mean, like, if he was trying to be like all cool about it, like, look what I found, he would have publicized it more. But he hid his journal, he hid all this stuff.
Yeah,
His behavior doesn't match it being a fake.
I think it kind of ruined his life too a little bit because I think he was Mormon, and when he was telling people about what he's seen and stuff, I think at the time the church was like, "You need to stop talking about this. You're full of crap." And I think he was ultimately excommunicated from the church.
That's such a scary spot to be in, of just like where you have so much questions, like so many questions, and you're just like, I need answers. Like, is there somebody that could just say, I don't know, but let's help find some answers?
It is.
And like just to say, no, we're not talking about it.
Yeah.
We're done. Don't question anything.
It is a little comical, though, that he has this encounter, writes it down in a book, and then won't let anyone see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of on brand.
But there's this guy, his YouTube, this is where I first heard of this story. What's his YouTube called? Let me just pull it up real quick. It's called Terry Carter, and very obscure YouTube channel.
He's the one that told the story?
He's a treasure hunter.
Okay.
But he interviewed the guy who told the story of John Brewer and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's so scary how quickly things can be forgotten. And like we just move past it because that was in the 50s.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like it just takes no time at all. Like, I mean, we'd like even, I know it's like has nothing to do with it, but it's like the Boeing whistleblower stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that was a month ago.
Yeah.
And we're just like, no one's talking about it anymore. And it's like, it just, how we just move on so quickly of like, no, there's like some weird stuff happening.
Yeah.
Can we not like spend some time on it, or like, hey, let's put a pin in it? Everything like we're putting a pin in, like, let's wait for the debates or like whenever we have. And so we could just grab all these questions and ask the people that need to.
I think the villains of the world capitalize on our attention spans, and that's why they're throwing so much at us all the time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would love to get like an atheist archaeologist or something.
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't believe.
John or Graham Hancock.
I didn't know if I didn't. Yeah. That would be fascinating to talk about the Göbekli Tepe or whatever. You know, it just be able to like, hey, what is your idea of this? Because sure, you don't believe in this, but it's like there's supernatural stuff that's happening. What is your explanation? Because it doesn't seem.
His show, Ancient Apocalypse. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
I haven't yet.
It's really good. He goes to the Göbekli Tepe.
Hey, A+.
Yes.
But there's also another site close to it. It starts with a K. Can you look it up?
Oh, the one we talked about it, right?
Yeah,
you mentioned it. Yeah.
K something Tepe or whatever,
Tepe,
and they're saying that it's even more ancient than the Göbekli Tepe. Did I say it right?
Göbekli, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's not as fun as the other one.
Göbekli.
But he was showing it on his show, and it was a really eerie place. And he said there's like this pit, or he was showing it. There's this pit, and it has these like 12 pillars in it. And at the head of this pit was the head of a serpent.
Yeah.
And they tested the soil, and they said either this pit was filled with water or blood.
Oh.
And it's like,
blood.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's either water. Oh, that's good news. Or blood. What?
I don't know how to say it, but it's Karahan Tepe, Karahan.
Yeah. It made me so mad, too. The Yes Theory dudes, they went to it. It was terrible.
It was so surface level
They're just
stuff
like,
and like
wow.
cool slow-mo shots of everything.
This is so ancient.
I really wanted to go here. My whole life I wanted to go here.
It's so ancient. It's crazy that people back then were smart.
So you're saying like this is old.
That's basically what they're
like,
saying.
Yeah, it's old. It's like it's from like an ancient culture and stuff. Like there's a lot of weird. So you're saying people who made this aren't alive anymore? Yeah, man, that's what I'm getting at.
But they got the freaking interview Graham Hancock.
Yeah.
That thing. It's like, these guys?
Wait, they did?
Yes.
We're so mean, these poor guys.
I was like about to say,
No, listen.
Hey, we love the Yes Theory guys.
No.
It's just their content that has completely shifted.
I love watching Yes Theory
dude.
videos because it was so fun and adventurous, but then they got a little too serious.
Yeah.
And they're like,
And they're so
everything
emo.
has to be like.
Seek discomfort, baby.
They're so, I know, and that face, it's so spot on.
Wow.
Like, do that face. Who are you? You're Yes Theory.
No hate to them, but
this is the beginning of
We
our
just like
Yes
your-
Theory beef.
We just like your old stuff.
yeah.
And I'm not like, that sounds so bad. Like,
This
we don't
does
like
sound
your
really
old
bad.
stuff. It's just you have completely shifted your content, and I guess that's just
That's
maybe
what
it's
you
not for
want.
us.
Cool.
That's
That's
how
cool.
everybody who
Yeah,
loves
but-
Carl feels about this
New
channel.
audience.
Yeah, probably.
I will say,
That sounded really mean when I said about Yes Theory. I love you guys.
No,
I
we
think
want them
you're
dead.
great.
We want them dead.
also, we love your travel site where you find cheap tickets.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it's the Yes Theory Travel. That's how we flew to the UK round trip.
$200.
Yeah, 500 total.
An incredible service they're putting out with that.
Yeah,
awesome.
They just find like really cheap tickets.
Yeah.
Did you have to leave at like 3 a.m.?
No,
we did. It was easy flights.
We literally, our round trip, it was fly into London. We went, explored Scotland, flew to Belfast.
Started COVID.
Drove around Ireland, and then flew out of Dublin back to the U.S.
So go
all
to
for $500.
That's
yestheory.com,
crazy.
promo code ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was sick. That's a really cool site. We're into it. I also want to do one of those things where you book a travel. Have you seen it where you like it's through a thing and you don't know where you're going, but they plan your trip for
I hate
you.
that.
You get to the airport, you open it up and it says you're going to, but they give you hints along the way like this is what you should pack for.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you give some preferences like
That'd be so fun.
Right?
And it's
I would
probably
so
like
do
it's
it.
probably affordable in one way because like you just don't like they're like, hey, we just have to fill these spots.
Yeah.
So it's just random. So it's probably a little bit affordable.
I don't
think it's crazy.
I don't want to throw shade at a country, but I saw a clip where everyone didn't find out until they were on the flight and they announced it, and everyone kind of went.
What was it?
I don't want.
You gotta lower your expectations though. Like, okay, I'm going to the worst one out there, and then you just hope for something.
This one couple I saw that was doing it, they were going to Romania and the Czech Republic, and I'm like, that would be awesome.
That would be really
How
cool.
awesome! And they plan your trip and they tell you what to do and stuff.
Well, that's what the Yes Theory used to do.
Yeah.
They'd be like, they did that one video to where they were like blindfolded and it was a map of the world and like throw a dart and wherever it hits, that's where you have to go.
And they would like I remember getting on their Instagram because like they would come to like places like even the Midwest sometimes.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, hey, who can pick us up from the airport?
Yeah.
I know, it's so sick.
They had the money for Uber. They had the money for taxis, but it's like they made it a part of like, hey, let's
Seek discomfort.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like literally had a sign on my desk when I moved here, like because we were such big fans of it. Like it's just I don't know. They're good stuff. Their Australia Great Barrier Reef video is the best one I've ever seen.
Yeah, that one was really cool.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the Great Barrier bouncing back?
It
Yeah,
is.
it
Yeah,
is.
they're doing a lot of.
That's sick.
Yeah. But did you hear about Australia? Speaking of Australia, did you hear what they did? They had the first person to ever be frozen.
What?
They did that in Australia. Yeah.
Wait.
Recently.
What do you mean?
I mean, like the actual person who's actually like who was living, who's still alive, who's chosen to go into a chamber,
Cryo chamber.
Cryo chamber. Yeah. It's wild, dude.
And like
'cause
be
they-
woken up later?
yeah,
Because
that's
for
the plan.
For the first time, they've successfully defrosted brain tissue. For a long time, it was really hard to come out of frozen, but they've successfully been able to like reawaken brain tissue.
That sounds terrible.
Pretty wild, right?
How long is he going to be frozen?
I don't know. We'll have to look at. I'll have to just play. Maybe you could play the video. It's a news story thing, but I'll just pull it up real quick.
What the heck?
Yeah,
That's
it's
horrible.
crazy. It'd be so scary, dude.
That'd be so scary.
It reminds me of Austin Powers. Though.
I know we do. I was gonna say.
The long P.
Austin, they've stolen your mojo.
Still haven't seen a single one of those movies.
Dude, you have
Crazy,
to. They're
crazy.
so funny.
I feel though it's like Lily going back to watch Extreme Days. Like at this point, it's so far removed from.
No, it's a timeless
It's still so funny.
comedy.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, no. So here it is. The man's 80 years old. The company calls Patient One. He died this month and underwent the complex process to be cryogenically frozen with the hope of coming back to life in the future.
Wait, but how can it resuscitate your life?
That's my thing. That's even scarier.
As long as they.
Oh, so like if they'll
They're-
like technology develops enough to where they'll unfreeze them and then
Yeah, I
bring
guess
them back
so.
to life.
Bro, that guy is clinging to life.
At 80 years old, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah, there's no way. He's dead.
No, but maybe he's wondering if we have a cure for death.
So
I know,
like-
but your
like,
soul
let's-
leaves your body.
Right. If you don't believe in a soul, though, it's like, if,
Yeah.
okay, he's pronounced dead, freeze him within 5 minutes. And so all of his bodily function and matter will be preserved in the state that was alive 5 minutes prior. So
They're put into a cooling chamber filled with liquid nitrogen at negative 190 degrees. Maybe that's Celsius. That's Celsius. So I don't know what that is, but that's
we're not going to do that.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Gonna look like some
Sign me up.
freeze-dried fruit.
Sign me up. I'll do it for a month.
Okay.
Then he's transferred into a vacuum. He's vacuum sealed. Oh no!
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
That seems like kind of
It's
like
a 6-day process that it takes for him to get to there.
Is he really frozen?
no, it's a myth. Maybe, I don't know, but they say it's a myth.
Did you see that one commercial? I think we talked about it before. It was like some commercial for AI or something, and they literally showed like Walt Disney coming out of a chamber of him being frozen.
They're just laying into a joke because they talk about it. It's like a joke.
I don't know, man.
It was pretty crazy.
He was best friends with what's his name? Werner Van Braun.
Was he?
Yeah, he was on.
We've talked about that. He was on Walt Disney's show. Remember?
And we know Van Braun, Werner Van Braun? Werner Van Braun, he was a crazy freaking smart scientist that potentially developed the chronovisor.
And other terrible things.
And other terrible things.
Thanks a lot, bud.
Guys, should we get a puppy?
Yes, get a puppy.
Show me
You're
puppy.
you're
I'll show
down
you
one
mine.
pup. You need to add one more.
I don't know if I'm a multiple dog.
Oh, I
lady.
definitely am.
You have a
gotta-
yard.
you
You got
gotta
a
be-
yard. Frank needs a friend. Dude, you got to.
See that?
You got to.
You
What
have
if we
to.
named him Werner?
Werner?
We literally might be getting ours Saturday. We both get puppies at the same time.
Can we please have one of your dogs be named by the Ninja fam?
Should we have a puppy episode?
Can we have like a poll?
We
Yeah.
want to
Poll.
name him Woodrow and call him Woody.
That'd be funny.
Like
Like
Woodrow
that.
Wilson.
That'd be great.
This is
Oh,
our
dude.
corgi that we're going to meet this Saturday. Pretty excited.
That's a cute dog.
Lilo.
Lilo.
Lilo? Oh. That's a great name.
Kidding me, Lilo?
I love Lilo.
That's adorable. That's adorable. That's so cute. I want to eat that puppy up. I'm going to eat that dog. I'm going to eat Lilo. Shut up. I love that name. Come here, Lilo.
I want to vacuum seal Lilo.
I want to freeze your body.
I want to
vacuum
smoke
seal
it.
because they're so cute.
225 for 6 hours, low and slow, baby.
Everybody chill
How
out.
is this happening over an hour into the podcast?
I don't know.
Hell,
Yeah, get a dog.
get a dog.
Get a dog.
We have 2 dogs. You guys got it. 2 dogs. Got to get them.
What's the commitment like? I just got our rugs cleaned.
Aww.
Is it going to be really hard?
They make
'Cause I
these
can-
Get
really
over it.
cool things called baby gates.
Yeah, but I want him to.
That will not happen with our 2 girls. They'll rip that thing down.
If you spend a week just crushing it, like being smart on the treats, going potty and stuff like that,
Yeah.
it'll happen.
I can't even potty train my 3-year-old.
Dogs are easier than kids.
Yeah.
Okay?
Golden retrievers are smart, right? Typically,
Very
like
smart, yeah.
training them.
No,
I know
they're
they're like
ferocious
dope.
animals.
I know they're like dopey dogs, but they
They're
have
ferocious. Got to put them down.
Josh is going to say, dopey? What do you mean, dopey?
They're like,
Who are you talking to?
I get that. I get it.
Oh, they're great dogs.
Golden Retriever energy. That's literally a meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of memes,
Memes?
let me tell you about some maps.
Meme maps?
Let me tell you about some ancient maps that I stumbled across the other day.
Where'd you find them?
Internet.
Ocean.
This was wild, and I don't know what to think of it. There's these, I call them ancient maps. They're not ancient maps. They're old maps, starting in like the early 1500s.
Did you say old? Yes, there you
What
go.
do you mean? Oh,
Wow.
like how old?
Like more than 20 years?
You guys.
But these maps dating back from the 1500s all the way through the 1700s from all over the world, all these different cartographers.
Hey.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Look at me.
Look at me. I missed the vocabulary.
I got all the woods.
Just the brains over here.
But different cartographers
Don't repeat it. Just keep going.
all over the world. So Europe,
Asia.
no, yeah, for real. Japan, China, that would draw these maps out. They all depicted at the North Pole, there's these 4 islands that are equally spaced apart. And in the center was a mountain. And they said it was a magnetic mountain. And so here's an example of what. So this is at the North Pole.
Magnetic mountain. Whoa. In the center?
Yeah.
That's where Santa lives.
Perfectly placed in the center.
Right on the top of the mountain.
But certain maps, they would even say like, this is the village where the Tartarians lived, and another island said this is where the Pygmies lived.
So these are maps found from all over that
Yeah.
all have the same formation.
Yes.
Weird.
Yeah. We'll display other ones later.
So if
How
it's
does that
4,
happen?
then it's true.
Huh?
If 4 people did it, then it's true.
More than 4 people. Hundreds of cartographers.
If 4 people tell a
Hundreds.
lie, it's the truth. If they all tell the same lie, it's the
But
truth.
it's like, that's wild.
Yeah.
Especially because if you go back to,
But how accurate? I'm sure there were like flat maps back then, right?
no, that's a globe map.
I know, but like I'm saying, like there must have been like some type of inaccuracy sometimes, right? Playing devil's advocate, like just like saying like there's probably a lot of things that were misread back then.
A lot of this stuff has to do with like proportion. So you'll get like a landmass, but you know,
But they literally have underneath it, they have Greenland, they have Iceland, like,
And if it's
above
all from
Greenland-
separate civilizations that all did their own exploring,
yeah.
Then it must be true.
How do you do that? How
But
do
then you
ma-
think of like Admiral Byrd, right? Who was the guy that explored Antarctica and
Right.
said that there's something here.
Yeah.
And there's a story that he actually went to a underground city, and very similar to that John Brewer,
Balls Aldrin went out there and sell
they're-
stuff.
Is it up there that they're finding like the former jungle underneath the ice? Is it up there or
it's
down
in
there?
down there.
Down there.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, even
Down
if that
under.
exists, have you seen like in China right now the hail that's falling? There's like 4 foot of snow. It looks like snow.
Oh
like,
yeah, I did see that.
piled up. So
Yeah.
you imagine like an event like that happens, it would fill in
Yeah.
a map like that.
But Admiral Byrd went to the North Pole too, and he actually said that he flew into the Earth. There's an opening at the top of the world where you could fly into the Earth.
Shut up.
And this dude's a decorated admiral.
Yeah,
Like that was like, I think he is one of 4 people within the military to receive a certain amount of what do you call them? Medals.
Medals
Yeah,
of honor.
of honor, whatever. I don't know.
Accolades.
Yeah, like he's like one of 4. Like so, he's a very decorated soldier.
yeah.
And I mean, he's talking about flying into a hollow Earth and then going to an underground city in Antarctica.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's kooky. We know
Yeah.
nothing. We don't know anything.
Yeah. He said in one of his journals that the U.S. needs to be prepared because what he discovered in Antarctica, they have craft that can fly from the south to the North Pole within minutes. And it's like, what the
What are you
freak?
It sounds like a UFO.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd grab it or going straight through.
We'll go straight through.
Gravity pulls you at like
Can't go over it. Can't go under it. Must go through it.
Through it.
Yeah.
Yes, through the hollow earth we go.
One by one.
So I don't know what to think about that.
That's crazy.
And-
So you're saying either the Pygmies or the Tartarians lived up there, but what was the living conditions at the time, do they suspect?
One of the maps said that the rivers that pass through these continents or these islands, they said are 33 miles wide, and they only freeze for 3 months out of the year.
It's hot up there?
They just said that these rivers only freeze for 3 months out of the year.
Glaciers are rivers of ice, says Elsa.
Oh,
I thought you wrote that. I was like, oh, that's actually kind of poetic.
that's freaking poetic.
So, but like they were living in like freezing, or it's hot up there right now? What is it up there right now?
I don't know. I'm just saying it said that these rivers froze for only 3 months out of the year. The
That's
rest
a
of the time,
riddle.
they said that there is lush green grass and jungles on these islands.
no, this is complete ignorance. But if there's like, you know, they talk about like solar wind and stuff with the way magnets work. Could it be that there's enough heat getting to just the pole, so it's like warms up that spot, and then as you shift
Yeah.
away, it gets cold again?
Yeah, like Greenland is like literally frozen.
That's one of my
It's
favorite.
called
stories.
Greenland.
Chill.
I mean, I don't know if I'd be a scientist.
Marketing.
You're lying.
Here's the question, though.
Okay.
With the North Pole and Antarctica, why is it so secretive?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is
yeah.
so weird to me about Antarctica is that you are not allowed to go there unless you're a scientist or a civilian that gets permission, but you can only go to a certain part of Antarctica. It's like,
Yeah, it's weird.
Why not?
that's super weird.
Yeah. And we just don't know so much. And like I said, like how much stuff can be changed or forgotten within like a certain amount of years, like 100 years or whatever. And we build certain things that are like, hey, this is normal. You're allowed to talk about this. This is a normal belief. But then
Yeah.
like that corporal, like Like literally just like seeing something so crazy and so wild, but like if you say anything, you look like a crazy person.
Yeah.
And it's like you're immediately just like, no, we don't care, dude. And so it'd be tough to talk about those things. And so I don't know, like you push back on it, what are you gonna get?
There was a weird thing with Admiral Byrd too. So when he came back and he was saying these things, he ended up dying or something. But a man who was like one of his colleagues, who was a well-respected man within the U.S. government, he also was like, everything Admiral Byrd is talking about is true.
Yeah.
He's like, it's true. And they said, you're crazy. And they put him in a psych ward.
Jeez.
And he supposedly killed himself or committed suicide by jumping out of a window.
Gee.
And then his son, who had the journal, Admiral Byrd's journal, died like a couple days after that one dude died.
Weird.
Yeah. See, like this, like you just can't.
And it's
It's like nothing to see here, nothing to worry about.
Weird.
I don't like that, man.
let's go to Antarctica.
I
do
would
it.
be down. I wonder what the process of that is. Like, how do you even like
I don't know.
book flights?
There has to be
obviously.
We don't
someone.
qualify.
We have to have someone that watches our show that knows how to get us to Antarctica.
Who has a ship?
We need a ship and a jacket.
And some rum.
We're not pirates, Lily.
Arrgh. And a plank.
But yeah,
You look over. I've already cut off my hand for a hook.
you've heard the Peter Pan theory, right? Conspiracy theory
What do you mean?
Like a couple. Where are you going?
that Peter Pan. the Peter Pan conspiracy is that Peter Pan actually goes and kidnaps children, and Captain Hook is actually trying to stop Peter Pan from taking all these children. And if you notice from the cartoon, the pirates look like they're wearing like little kids' clothes. And so it's like they were able to escape and grow up and get out of Neverland, but now they're working with Captain Hook to try to free all the Lost Boys.
I could see that.
I see it.
Because it seems like so innocent. Like, hey, it's like the good guy at the beginning of the movie, right? You're like, hey, I can give you everything you ever wanted, kid.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's like, you can't ever leave, though.
And also,
Think
like,
happy thoughts.
Peter Pan's also like highly emotionally unstable.
Yeah, he is.
Like,
It's like also it's like
Rufio.
Tinkerbell. Are you okay?
yeah,
Like, are you free to leave? Because it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
I buy into it.
You making that sound reminded me. I saw a video about Tarzan, the original, like when it was like the 60s or something like that. When they did Tarzan, the guy who played Tarzan couldn't do the yell. Like he couldn't do the yeah, he couldn't get his voice to do it. And so the guy who played Clayton had literally finished all of his parts, and the last thing they were doing was getting that audio of the yell. And as he's leaving, he just heard him struggling, and he was like, "You got to yodel," and he did it. And they literally, Tarzan does not do his own voice. They got Clayton to come in because he can yodel, and he actually yells the yodel. So the original,
You're talking about like the Disney?
no, like old, like
Oh.
the old real person Tarzan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's funny to me that Tarzan
Yeah.
can't do his yell. It was Clayton that was doing it, the actor who played Clayton.
Dude, I'm a big fan of the new-ish Tarzan, the one that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, with what's his face?
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Yeah.
I
I don't think
that's-
I've watched it all the way through, but I'd like the vibe of it.
Yeah.
The opening
My favorite
scene
part
is
when
so
he
good.
leans on his knuckles and his like fist
Yeah.
expands
Yeah.
like a gorilla.
It's a pretty good movie. I liked it too.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Stop it.
Trying to remember.
Boom.
I saw it, but I don't like. It's not burnt into my.
Margot Robbie.
It's got
Margot
Margot
Robbie
Robbie
and
in it.
Jane.
Oh, now I remember, says the guys.
Christoph Waltz. Samuel L. Jackson as well. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
Oh, it's all coming back to me.
I definitely remember that.
Wow.
That's all I got.
Hey,
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
We're
That's
gonna
all I
talk
got.
about some more stuff shortly after this on Patreon.
whoa, we have stuff on Patreon?
That's right. We do an additional episode every week
That's incredible.
that you can only access on patreon.com/ninjas of butterflies.
Wow, I bet it's really expensive though.
It's not. It's only $5,000.
Just kidding, it's only $5. That's the lowest tier that we have. But you also get discounts on merch, behind the scenes stuff.
We do movie nights.
We do movie nights. We do live Q&As. And we do all that kind of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, so come join the team.
Yes, make sure to go to squatchella.com. You want to see us live in Nashville August 3rd. Come have an awesome weekend with us. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great day. And we can't wait to hang out with you.
Yep.
True.
It's going to be super duper.
Lily, what do you have to plug?
I love our fans. I don't have anything to talk about.
Name our dog.
Name our dog.
Give us dog names that are fun.
Yeah, we'll do a pinned comment. Everyone
I still want Robot.
We're looking for
Robot would be funny.
We're looking for distinguished older gentleman names, likely the 1910s, 1920s era.
Okay.
Darcy.
We already have a
Darcy.
Franklin.
Yeah.
I guess whatever they choose, we could just name that. That could be the name of the dog for the pod too.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we tell stories, you could just refer to that dog as that.
Yeah. And
Also,
make sure
should we
to
even get it. Should we get it?
Yeah, we should get it.
Yes, you get it. It's a dog. You have a big yard. Get a dog.
We have a dog.
Get another dog.
Frank needs a friend.
Yeah, for real.
He's so depressed.
Just gonna kill off the other dogs, all of his friends.
And Jane and Ada are going to grow up. One of them is going to like Frank more. The other needs.
They're gonna put down the dog if you don't buy it. I heard.
Yeah.
They're literally just waiting.
Hey guys, make sure to like this podcast. I always mess that up.
Hey, how about you like this podcast and make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, and comment.
Yeah, and give us 5 stars wherever you can give 5 stars, like Apple, and on
You can
Spotify.
do it on Spotify. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do it on Spotify.
You can do it on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do that.
Go leave us a fun review.
And if you need any custom merch for this summer, for camps, for VBS, what have you, SundayCool.com.
Boom, baby.
Boom. All right. We'll see you on Patreon. Love you, everyone.
Bye.
Love you, everybody.
Goodbye. Oh my goodness, it's Jason Bourne.
Together.
You did it.
Caesar.
Apes together.
Oh, yeah.
Strong.
Apes together. Strong. Oh.
All right. Now let's go do the monkey walk.
Okay.
Did I say ninja? I meant the butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations.
Does it empty your mind?
You learn martial arts.
I got to see somebody who can do it.
No.
6'3",
You go first, Seth.
180 pounds, a man on a mission, a man who causes clowns. I don't know what to do. I'm closing field, it's BBM. How I disappear. Who is it? It's Jason
good.
Bourne, he's kicked down my door.
Hey, monkey walk real quick.
Can
you do it right now? 5 seconds.
There is
Go,
no
go, go, go.
escape, nowhere to hide. I must fight back to
That's good. Wow.
Perfect.
Well, you go. I did. I know. You got to do it. No, you did? Yeah. All right.
Hey.
Attack the truck.
Very good. Stay there.
Break both your ankles.
Bye, Lily.